Greetings from Thailand. Let's try some of the delicious Thai fruits. This is the Nam Wa Thai banana. They're smaller, as you can see, at least smaller than what Americans are typically used to. Let's give it a try. I actually eat 4 or 5 of these every morning. I hear it's good for your skin. The Thai say that's how they stay so young. They're a little creamier and just a little bit sweeter than the bananas I'm used to back in North America. Now we'll try the star fruit, or the ma phuong, as it's called here in Thai, at least how I pronounce it. It's very watery. It's sweet, but it's acidic. It's a little tangy, but sweet. And it's got a crispy crunch to it. I like it. It's very good. Kind of like a very juicy tart apple. This little morsel is the star gooseberry, or ma yum. Very similar to the star fruit, at least in my opinion. It's a little more crispy. And be careful, little tiny pits. I've never had this one. This is the durian. Now the durian is considered the king of all fruits in Thailand. It's also known as stinky gold. In fact, in some hotels and rental cars, there are signs and fines that if you bring these into the vehicle or the hotel room, that you can be fined because they smell very strongly and that smell stays with you. So I'm gonna give it a try. It's kind of a little gooey, like a custard. It tastes like a custard, a little almondy. It's a very distinct flavor. It's hard to tell, or hard to describe, but it's very creamy. And in fact, this little sliver here cost me 125 baht. I don't know if it's out of season or it's just such a well-known fruit, but 120 baht was about $4. It's very good if you can get over the smell. It smells a little bit like stinky feet, but the taste is very good. Okay, I've seen this in the stores back home, but I've never tried it. It's called gyao mangor, or dragon fruit. Very easy to cut. There's the inside with the seeds and the pulp. It's a very light, sweet taste. It's almost like a kiwi taste, and with the small seeds in there, it has a nice texture. This is man kiao. It is a vegetable, but it's commonly eaten like a fruit here in Thailand. It is a Thai yam. They also call it a potato. It's very common here in Sarakam in Isan, the northeast of Thailand. In fact, you can buy 2 kilos of these for maybe 30 to 40 baht, which is $1, a little over $1. I'm gonna clean this up so I can eat it like an apple. Okay, I peeled it like an apple or a potato, and gonna give it a shot. It's good. It's crispy, just like an apple. It's a very light flavor. If you've ever had a potato in America, eating it raw. Some people love to eat it raw. It's so starchy to me, my mouth does not like that, but this is good. I would eat this. It's very mild in the taste. From what I've heard is sometimes they put a little sugar on it when they eat it. The tamarind, you'll see this growing throughout Thailand. See these bean-looking pods growing on trees. You open it up. I love the consistency of it. It's a little gooey, almost taffy-like, but it's got this sweet and tangy flavor to it. Almost like a tangy raisin. And yes, be careful with the pits. Hi, I'm in Laos now and found some fruit that was out of season in Thailand. So we're gonna try it here in the capital city, Vientiane in Laos. And I'm gonna try to be quick because it took a long time to be able to get a knife from the hotel room or from the hotel lobby reception area. So let's be quick before they come in. So this is a sopadilla and it slices very nice like a very ripe pear. And as you can see, it's got a pear consistency to it. It has the texture of a ripe pear, but it's sweet and almost malty. So a very interesting taste, almost like a malty syrup taste. And if you can see here, it has pretty large size seeds in it. But it's good, it's just, it's a flavor I hadn't anticipated with a fruit before. Next, we're gonna try a rose apple. So, it looks kind of like a flower, maybe a rose, or it's the rose color, but a very interesting looking fruit. Excited to try it. Tell you what, this is a nice sharp knife, sharper than the one I used in my hotel the last time we did this, or the first time. Very watery, an apple consistency, but a very pithy apple. So very light tasting, almost pithy like a watermelon, but a little more crispy like an apple. And almost pure water, just the lightest flavor of apple. Okay, this one here is the guava fruit. I know we've all heard of it and probably tasted it. I've never bought one before. This baby's really juicy. The plastic bag it was in is all covered in juice and it is smelling delicious. So, again, very simple. Looks like a pear apple inside. There's that great, distinct guava taste. Very sweet. As I told you, very juicy. Okay, this one I've been really excited to try. I've been wanting to try this since I've heard about it, which I've only heard about it about 6 months ago. It's called the Mangosteen, and it's small, and it's usually this dark crimson red, and it's supposed to be really juicy, fleshy, healthy, delicious. Like the durian, it is forbidden in many hotels. So I'm in a hotel, I'm on a piece of dark glass because unlike the durian where it smells very pungent and it stays in the room for days, this is very dark colored and it stains. So I believe they don't want you to use it because it stains the floor or the table or the towels that you're using to wipe up the juices. But regardless, we're gonna give it a try. Beautiful. So there's the thick outside. And in the United States, I could only ever get powder. And with the powder, they grind the inside sweet fleshy area and that thick outside red area into a powder. So it's the sweet and it's the tart. But I've never got to try the sweet because it's hard to find in the United States. So it's a very small pod. Tastes very fleshy, very juicy. It has a distinct sweetness to it. It starts off strong and it lightens up. It's delicious. I really can't describe the flavor, but it is good, and I'm believing it was well worth the wait. Hello from Phnom Penh, Cambodia. It's about 7:15 in the morning, and we have some fruits that I found at the market that I couldn't find in Thailand because of the season. We're a little farther south here in Phnom Penh, and we're going to give them a try. So we have the custard apple, the Rambutan, or also known as the hairy lychee, milk fruit, Khmer passion fruit, and the longan. So hopefully I can figure out how to open them up in one video sitting. So I'm going to start with the longan. It looks the easiest. So I did have the juice from it, so the drink, it was a nice light but sweet. So we're going to give it a shot. As you can see here, looks like a grape. Be careful, it does have a sizable pit, and it does have a grape consistency, a little different sweetness. It's a nice light syrupy sweetness. So let me just show that to you unopened. And they sell it to you in nice bundles, and it's a great drink. It's great individually. Now we'll try the Khmer passion fruit. Have to be careful with knives here. I haven't found a lock blade yet. Okay, so that's what it looks like close up. Sorry, it's dripping. I should have showed it to you before I cut it. And here's the inside. It's really gooey. It almost looks like an egg yolk with seeds. But that's that nice, juicy, sweet tasting passion fruit. Very delicious. Now we're going to try the milk fruit, which, if you look at it, it appears hard, but it is very soft to the touch. Must be right. Okay, a milky white color, thus the name. Probably should have had a spoon for this, huh? Yes, my hands were washed. So we have this nice pulpy white. It's amazing how many sweet fruits can taste similar but distinctly different, if that makes any sense. It's all sugars. Like the longan, it's a light, sweet taste. I can't really give you an example of what it tastes like, but it is very good. It's extremely juicy. As you can see, I have a lot of juice left over. You can almost drink it right out of that. Now we're going to try the Rambutan, again, also called the hairy lychee. Not sure how to open this. You can see it's very bristly. It's kind of a coarse hair. Ah. So that's the inside. It peels very easily. Almost a pear consistency, but a little more sturdy. Boy, these are juicy. I'm gonna have to clean up my mess when I'm done here. As you can see, it also has a sizable seed inside, so be careful. Definitely don't want to crack a tooth overseas. Okay, and lastly, we're going to try the custard apple. So that's the inside. You got those dark black seeds with the contrast of the white custard apple, the fruit part. I guess you just let the scales fall right off. It's got a thick, mushy apple consistency, and it's a nice, extremely light flavor. A little like a custard. Probably why they call it a custard apple. Just had to get myself unlocked out of the room here. But I wanted to try one more fruit I forgot was in my bag. The Salak, or also known as the snake fruit, for the scaly outer casing. Surely do not like that knife. Okay, so here's the inside. Once you get it started, the casing comes off pretty easy. It's very thin and leathery, and the fruit is very dry. It's almost like a clove of garlic, a very large clove of garlic in its feel. A little bit crunchy. As you can see, there's a little more juice on the inside once you bite into it. It's a very good taste. I'm so bad at describing different types of sweetness, but it is a good tasting fruit. A little less sticky than the passion fruit. It's good. Maybe a little malty. Okay, we're going to try Samo, or as Americans call it, a Pomelo. And we're here at Rena Farm. Thought I'd give you a little different background. And from what I'm told, you kind of score it like a cake, so you can pull it off in sections. It's like a big orange or grapefruit in shape and consistency, I guess. Okay, yeah, so it's very similar, at least on the outer side, to peel like an orange, but it's, as you can see, it's nice and thick. So we'll pull it out. Again, like a giant grapefruit or orange. The pulp capsules seem to be very large, and let's give it a taste. Very close to an extremely large, juicy grapefruit. A little tart, but mostly sweet and juicy. I like it. So we're going to try this fruit again. I've been told it's called a lychee, or a noni fruit, I think is a common word for it. Of course, nothing's common for me. I've never heard of it. We tried it earlier, but it was very tart when it's green. You can eat it tart or fully ripened, just like the mango, but let's give it a shot. Okay, so as you can see, this side here, which is a little more yellow and ripe, is a little softer, and this side is still a little more hard and tart. Okay, gonna have some high protein insects, and I got my water here just in case. So this one here was the one he would only give me one on. These were the most expensive ones. So in the mixed bag, he gave me one of these. Let's see what it tastes like. Almost like a beefy taste to it. There's almost like a sauce, a meat sauce taste when you chew on it. Yeah, we're gonna try these. I think they're small crickets or grasshoppers. I'll have to Google those later. Good, you can taste the oils that they were cooked in. A slight aftertaste. They taste good. I can't really describe the flavor. A little salty, but they're not bad at all. Okay, these are the dark looking ones, and they look a little shiny, so intimidating by the looks, but let's give them a try. Now that one has more texture than the other ones did. Tastes fine, like a salty snack. And these are some type of worm. Again, I'll try to look those up and see what they are. So that was a little different than the others. The other ones were a little drier. The one did have some texture, but this one had a little more juice in it. So it was a burst of flavor. So it was a little surprising, I think, after having a few other ones that were different. Let me try another to make sure. Yeah, an earthy taste to it. And then just a little more juicy, and then again kind of an earthy texture to it. And then I think these are larger grasshoppers, but again I'll have to go look them up. I don't know. Those were the crunchiest by far. I can still hear them crunching. So all in all, not too bad. I'm glad I tried it. I might buy some as a snack someday, but I think I'll stick to meat as protein.